Today I'm reviewing Meeple Station and how to play the game, plus some tips and tricks walkthrough. Meeple Station is a building simulator in space. You must mine minerals and ores to sell or refine to make money in order to expand your station. You'll need to build your station up from scratch. Everything from bulkheads, beds, solar panels, everything down to where the poop ejects into space. Every detail is here, some form or another. As you start the game, you're greeted with the design of your station screen. You should start by laying down solar panels that will power your station. These panels need to be connected to power. You must have enough power plants to be able to store some energy too. You might be tempted to use all your money to build a big station to begin with. This is a tempting trap, as without a decent sized cash pot to trade with and buy with, it will hamper your effort. But I'll explain that in a bit. You'll need some floor structure. Anyone who's familiar with the likes of Theme Hospital will recognise the room layout needed here. But basically you need to create small, fit for purpose rooms for the likes of private quarters, refining, eating and sleeping. A side note to be mentioned here is, your meeples on the station will only eat if there is available chair and table. Even if there's loads of food, if you ain't got a chair and table, they'll starve to death. Yes, those poor, pathetic, highly skilled idiots will die from starvation, even if the station is stocked to the brim with food. Yet without adequate seating arrangement, they'll literally starve to death. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here, so let's get back to the basics of the game. We've laid down the power, we've got the floor structures segregated into rooms to fit the tasks ahead. Having a trade port is urgently required at the start, so make sure you build at least one of these. And remember, when the game starts, that the port will not receive a trade ship until it's selected on the click the door icon and choose trade. Wiring is needed to power anything that needs electricity. Also plumbing for anything that needs water, and waste pipes to link up to the poop toilet, the air, anything. Those are accessed from the icons on the lower left hand side, and they work by linking the needed source to the demand for it. Next will be storage, which is important if you're going to learn how to start strong in trading. Without enough storage, you won't be able to buy and sell in bulk, which is how I will be playing this in the walk. By building a long, straight, narrow access for the trade airlock, you can require 3 trading ports in the start of the game. When designing the station, I have opted for small, independent rooms. Each have a bed, a food source, a table and chair as a basic rule. You can place a rock crusher station to crush the mine ore, a smelter to convert some minerals, and a refinery to make the more valuable components. All of which are very nice, yet completely pointless, say past the first 10 minutes of playtime, using the trading strategy I'll be using. Once you've built your station, linked up all the needed rewiring, you'll see a tick box, all the things that your station requires. If everything looks great, all you need to do is click launch to realise you've done all the custom building, only to realise it just don't work and you've wasted all this time and you're going to die in space. Every meeple on your station is in their finest hour, destination fucked. So when you're ready, don't click launch before you click save. Make a good title, maybe something satisfaction and a bit of class, and click save. Great. Now press the launch to start the game. A little side note is the option for random generation of stations. All of them range between tiny and awful, all from claustrophobic, and a psychopathic ecstasy trip. Interior designer armed with a paintball gun and 1,000 pellets. All of them the colour burgundy. So make your station, save your station, launch your station. Now let's talk about the cap. Getting down to the gameplay with what we should be doing out here all meeping it up. That's right, we need a commanding officer. Now the commanding officer is a top-notch bloke. His role is to give jobs to the other meeple. Without the captain, no one can have a job. They just won't have any of it. So basically, the captain is a bit like a job centre. And until you assign a captain, you're never going to get a civilian into work. But you can have a captain and not allocate jobs to anyone. In which case, your space station is the local top of the morning average floating job centre. Everyone walks around shitting on the floor and eating crisps. And every 2 weeks, trade ship turns up and asks, "Where's the fucking minerals, bro? Have you gone out to mine at least 2 times a day? Because all I have are these internet reference numbers and you say you've apply for all this, but you also say you need a crisis loan. You reckon you need a new bed, but that's going to be rejected. We don't believe you, and you powder your nose too much." The captain's role is to direct the crew. His role is vital in the smooth running of the station, to the extent that nothing can be done without his presence. All job allocations go through him, and without a captain you cannot give jobs to your meep. That said, give this bloke a shared common room to sleep in, give him no ability to eat and dine at his own private quarters, or simple, don't give this guy anyone to talk to, as every good meeple is pulling their weight, while this guy does 9/10 of sod all roaming around the station, grumbling to himself that the place is just a big complete shithole. And then they'll go rogue. If the captain, and any officer, is unhappy with their duties of wearing a suit with medals and being miserable, they will give orders that will still be carried out, such as the captain can issue a build order. Oddly, or perhaps amusingly, the captain, for example, will order in a fit of rage that a corridor next to the airlock needs a table right in the way to be constructed. But anyway, so now you have a lovely station. Well done and congratulations on promoting a worthy cap. The job at the start should be prioritizing the jobs of mining. You can use the icon in the bottom left to give you the salvage option to mine. This will be in order to the miners to reclaim the ores and minerals from the selected area. Simply select the salvage icon and select any ores in the desired area. When selecting the ores, you can move the camera level up and down to access different layers by using the keyboard letters Q and E. Let's talk about reputation. As you play through the game, you'll unquestionably get the opportunity to buy steel. Steel is the required resources needed to expand your tiny tin pot into a mighty space station consisting of many subtle different layers. As you build upon your dreams and expand your station, your reputation will increase by 1 per additional block. This will attract more trade, more meeples, and the unconfirmed negative to all this is the more trouble seems to find and come your way, i.e. in the form of comets, pirates. But keeping your reputation high will get you the best rewards in the game. Trading. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the older trading of Meeple Station looked, but for the retro gamer, this is like the comparison to Elite 1 and Elite 2. I'll explain. In Meeple Station of old, trading was a short and to the point with a nice graphic interface of everything tradable. Now it's as simplistic as you'll see a long list of what the trader has in stock and his current level of credit. The green dots beside the various commodities refer to the level of price and what they're willing to pay. In short, the red dots mean low price and the green dots mean high price. The more dots there are, up to 3, the more valuable either higher or lower they can get. So you want to make money. In short, you can forget about mining or refining really after the first 10 minutes. As long as you didn't spend too much on your startup station, the trading ports are the best way to acquire money. It's simple. As you have a surplus funds and at least one trading port, simply wait for the trader to dock and click on the ship. First off, as you would have purchased a lot of storage and indeed expanded into making a storage room dedicated for storage, you'll first buy all the trader, all what he has in the stocks that are in red. This will make the trader have a good profit of your funds. You'll be skint, he'll be rich. Now you can sell him all of the stock that's in green for profit. That's yours. Rinse and repeat. Before long you have a very good trades and a high amount of money consisting of multiples of thousands. To make use of the best trades, look for any trader that has red stock of wood, diamonds, thorium, super alloy, or anything over 50 credits. So before long now you have loads of money, so you can move along to the expansion and the planning of your station. With all that money, keeping trading but also buy up all the steel you can, as it's the foundation of your new station. You may need electrical and the likes, but steel is your main goal here. As you expand and make more rooms in your station, you'll need more meeples to cover the engineering tasks of your expansion. You can only expand to the maximum room, or more importantly, beds you have available. No spare beds, no new meeples, so remember that. Every meeple is best suited to a room with a bed, food, table and chair, and clicking on the bed will give you the option to allocate that room to a meeple, giving it its own personal space. After you've done trading enough times and you've expanded your station, you'll need to be able to promote a meeple to an officer. Officers give you various different bonuses depending on their roles. You can hover over the chain of command and see the differences in the roles. As time progresses, trouble comes knocking. You'll get invaded by pirate. If you have no security officers, you cannot make guards to kill the pirates. Only the captain's armed with a gun, and all your meeples will die. There's no need to have security if you have a security officer, because changing the role of a meeple is instant. So if you do get boarded, just change everyone to guards, you'll be cushy. So now let's move on to science. So you got the station, you got the trading and the money worked out, you got the officers to defend the attack. Now you're going to need science to get the best unlocked techno-tricky gadget. Point a science officer, tell him to work at a science station, and unlock all that's needed to be unlocked. There.